Welcome to the art project. Well, I'm at home and stuck at home and can't go out and get any supplies, so what am I supposed to paint on? What am I supposed to draw on? How am I supposed to finish my art homework or my AP art and design projects if I don't have anything? Well, just so happened I got some donuts. Donuts come in a box. So I grabbed that box, I opened that box, I flattened out that box, and I just started drawing. There was some sugar on the bottom of it, and that did kind of get in the way of what I was doing. The top of the box was actually a lot cleaner, and I could have just cut it off. But I was thinking, like whatever's in here, is going to kind of add to the texture of what I'm doing, so I went with it. It did change things up. It was a little bit aggravating at times, but it's experimental, right? And I thought, hey, it's a box of donuts. What should I draw on a box of donuts? But hey, how about a box of donuts? So I drew a box of donuts on a box of, I drew a box of donuts on a donut box. Yeah, that's what I did. Let me just tell you a little bit about this in general. First of all, this whole video is about drawing or making artwork on alternative surfaces, and I didn't even scratch the surface of it. As a matter of fact, I probably shouldn't have even spent as much time as I did on the drawing for all of these different surfaces. I should have just made a slideshow of different surfaces. But this is the way I roll. So anyway, I had a good time doing this. I'm an artist, and what I like to do is make art, and I don't really care a whole lot about what I do it on, what I do it with, or any of that. I just want to make something. Like every day I just got to get up and I've got to make something. I would say it's in my blood, but sometimes I get up and I just want to sit around and eat donuts and watch Netflix. But art is my life, and I can't just sit around eating donuts and watching Netflix all the time. I need to be making something. I need to. And so I got up, I found a box of donuts and started drawing a box of donuts. Anyway, okay, so the box of donuts is getting old and fast. What I'm trying to say here is, don't make excuses. If you are sitting in Starbucks, draw on your Starbucks cup. If you are in McDonald's, get it to go, but go sit at a table, open it up, pull the hamburger out, and draw on the paper bag. If you are, if you go out and you buy something, you got a receipt. That receipt comes on free paper. Draw on it. Look around your house. There are so many things. If you buy anything from Amazon, you got boxes for days probably. If you do get stuff from Amazon, it always comes with that brown paper. Well, not always, but sometimes it comes with that brown paper on the inside. Sometimes it comes with bubble wrap. Bubble wrap is really good for making textures with paint. There is stuff all around us to draw on and to paint on. So there's my first one, a box of donuts on a donut box. So that was fun. Let's move on. Speaking of Amazon boxes, we got a book in the mail, opened it up. I'm like, hey, look at all of this space that I could draw on. This is fantastic. And I really kind of like the torn edge over here on the left. That's some good texture right there. Plus the label. This is fantastic. This is like an artist's dream right here. So I just cut off a little bit of the box. I'll save the rest for another project. And decided to draw on it. Now, I could have drawn on the nice blank side, but like I said before, texture, right? All about alternative surfaces, and those alternative surfaces revealing themselves. Sort of like honesty in your work of art, where you don't hide the fact that you did it on a cardboard box. You proclaim that you did it on a cardboard box. So I decided to draw a face. And one of the things that shows up real good on cardboard is just the Sharpie marker. It's not much better to draw with than a good Sharpie marker. So I laid it out a little bit in pencil first. I wanted to get it right. And then I just kind of dove right in with the Sharpie marker. Let me tell you this. It's a cardboard box. You can't... I mean, I guess you can mess it up, but who cares? That, and I've said this in my videos over and over and over again, the more you draw, the better you get. So just draw. Don't worry about messing up. When you mess up, you're going to learn from it, right? And it's on a cardboard box, so I can throw it away if I want to. I learned something, and then I can throw it away. If it turns out good, I'll take a picture of it, put it on my Instagram, and then I'm going to go grab another cardboard box or another donut box or whatever I can find to draw on. Another piece of receipt paper, my sketchbook, paper towel, don't let anything stand in the way of your learning and your progress and doing what needs to be done. Grab the materials that are close by and draw on them. So that was the cardboard box. And then because we're stuck here in the house, quarantined, occasionally I go out and I need a mask. I want to wear my mask so I don't get other people sick or I don't cough, get my germs all over everybody. So took this mask, glued it down. It was kind of hard to glue down because it's really fibrous. Lots of little fibers that stick up and stick out all over the place. So I just had to go over it and over it and over it with this glue stick, and then flipped it over and glued it down. I really did not have any idea what I was going to do with this mask, what I was going to draw on it. So I just kind of stuck it right in the middle. Sometimes it's better to plan. It's almost always better to plan. But again, we're just learning and we're just experimenting here. So this is not necessarily the time for planning. So I thought, okay, it's a medical mask to protect people from germs. So let me just draw some germs on it. This is the COVID-19 virus, according to the various images I found on Google. Little Sharpie marker, little Posca white paint pen, and it doesn't have to be this. You could draw with pencil, you could draw with ballpoint pen. Did another video just recently on using ink made from flowers. Check that out. Don't let not having supposed legitimate, so-called legitimate art supplies go make some art with whatever you can find.